What's up in the dub, homies? Is everybody ready to have fun out there on the 4th of July? It's the 4th of July in this month. And everybody's sitting around worrying about where they gonna go the next day, where they gonna sleep, man. Is this the country of the free? Or is this the country where you gotta pay to live? See, money was always the ruler. And then they wanted us to get on them drugs, man. But I done told them, you better back it up, because I'm not going. I'm not one of those that gonna get lost, man. See, I believe in the 4th of July is fun. But when it comes to talking about what it means, I ain't with all that. I'm just saying live your life. Don't pop your finger because you gotta know your life. See, everybody wanna go out there in the dark in the nicest places. They like to do stuff, and when it's 4th of July, though, I done popped my fingers many a times, though. See, I'm not into holidays, really, because a lot of them are just really overrated. But I'm going to tell you something, get your kids and go out and have fun outside and spend a little time with them. Because when the kid's going to learn it anyway. And if you don't teach them, then they'll learn from the wrong person. Because there's people that don't give a darn about your children. All they want is their souls. So you better understand you save your kid, or your kid gonna give up his soul. Cause that's all they want is your soul. I ain't giving up. It's too precious. When you give up your soul, you give up your pressure. Don't be deceived by what they say we need to do. Let's do it. Let's have a good life. Let's go out there and shine and show young people. It's about get together with your family and show love. But it ain't about we gonna kill each other at the dinner table. We ain't gonna go out there and say pop out, wipe out. Because we own them drugs and them toxic things. We get to drinking, then we get to lying, and then we get to fighting, man. See, I used to go to them kind of parties, but I don't know more because I'm the peacemaker. I gotta go. I ain't gonna sit there and take none of that, man. You gonna come over here, you better get it right, because we not doing it over here, man. See, I learned a long time ago, I can love you, but I remember we used to have authority figures that mean what they say. That's the difference between back then and now. See, back then we was all about, I said don't do it. And then if you did it anyway, you got to do the cost. And that the cost is deadly to be the boss. But just remember, you asked to be the boss. And when you go and do wrong, it's like, I either forgive myself and do right or keep doing wrong. That's not making no-brainer to me. That's just telling you done woke up to your own song and your own dream, because it's actually life. Life is what we make of it. But these holidays, there's some of these holidays is man-made and trying to get us to celebrate some things that we know we shouldn't be doing anyway. If it's all about killing and all about others, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I like to live. I want everybody to feel the best things in life. I don't know why everybody got to be enemies in the street, though. See, everybody want to teach everybody. Teach kids to not love each other, but that's not true. Why teach a child to hate you when the child really do love you and will do anything for you if they could do it? But sometimes children been abused and been hurt, and they live a life of why did I ever listen to you? Or why did I not? Because what you said was too right. Remember, parents, don't get mad at yourselves when kids don't listen, because I know how that goes. And that story goes like this. I always was told, you gotta have a soft ASS to be dealing with if you don't listen. A bullhead gets all them stitches. A wise one will live another day. But one that go out there and think everything's about money and illusions, you gonna pay for that thought. I believe we have the fight to fight back for our children and us. We got to realize that we are better than this. I don't even got to walk the street and lie to you. Why are we lying to each other about what the world is? Your kids are going to see it one day, and they're going to want you to fix these things that you did not do. See, if I'd have listened to myself a long time ago, I'd have taught y'all to love and let y'all explore. Because when I kept them bound to doing nothing and kept them around me, that wasn't good enough. They got scared, but they also got wise because they decided to go on out there and look. And I just was afraid for what they were going to see. Because this world, it will always hurt you in some way or though. But see, you got to get those lessons. Your head going to bump your head sometime to get off that toilet. Just like when we get on the toilet, we go potty train. You teach your kids how to roll. And sometimes they get it fast. And some get it slow. But you got to have patience. You can't get mad about everything. You gotta learn that kids go things too. And they got peer pressure out in these streets real tough. So you parents, before you be so hard on your kids, remember what the peer pressure used to be. And when you found out you couldn't keep your mouth closed or whatever, you know what happened to those. I always learned a long time ago, certain people was meant to speak and certain people sit over here and they can speak, but they refuse not to because they're only living in society to fit in. I'm not doing that. I figure you like me or get. I don't care.